Hey guys, it's Amy, the relocated tourist, coming to you live once again from my office. It is Tuesday, January 28th, 2020, and it is a beautiful day here in the Orlando area. It has been a nice, like 65, 70 degrees, which is like the perfect temperature. The humidity is not very high today, so it's been really nice. I got out for a little bit today. As you can hear, I'm still battling this virus. I don't know what it is. You see the stuff on the news and you're like, okay, I hope that's not what I have. That's how I feel. It's just in here, it's just a lot of congestion and stuff. At least my energy is back. I thought for sure I was gonna be out for like a week the way I felt day one. I just was down for the count. And on a side note, my lawn crew is outside and they're edging on my sidewalk close to the house. So forgive me if you guys can hear that. Hopefully you can hear me okay. I try to project as well as I can. Doing these vlogs, but I can't control this outside noise. Remember what I used to do in my car? A lot of reasons for that. Anyway, it's more comfortable in here. So yesterday, Craig and I decided to go to SeaWorld. I'm the annual pass holder of the house, and they gave us this great deal for January that you could get a friend in for free. And Craig and I, actually the entire family, had annual passes back in the first year we moved here, 2011. And we counted like twice we went the entire year. And Disney's closer to us. Even the first home we lived in, it was still closer. And so when you have to constantly fight I-4 traffic to get to Universal and SeaWorld, like kind of down more towards Orlando, the city, Disney's kind of more on this end of the Kissimmee area, more, the other side, the more doable side. Oh my gosh, long guys getting closer and closer. Anyway, we just don't get over there as much, and so we just want to make sure that the pass is worth it. So because obviously I'm a content creator, I have an annual pass there and will continue to do so. So I was excited. I got him in free, and then they sent out this dining deal in via email last week for pass holders where you could get 4 people for $25 each, so for 400. I get super excited because I thought, oh, for just me, for $25 to eat all day, that would be so awesome. Well, you had to buy 4. I misunderstood. I thought that meant like a family of 4 different people. No, I actually can still buy the deal. So 4 times until like March something, I could eat $25 a day. Now, if you guys realize how much the meals are at Disney World, right? They're like, I don't know, anything from, honestly, an entree these days goes from anywhere to $12 to $15 really, and then you add a drink on top of that, you're looking at $20 easily. So it's a really good day, a really good deal because you can just eat literally all day. So I approached Craig and I said, I know this is gonna be like our date day and we're gonna have this like awesome thing, but wouldn't be fun to kind of do this fun challenge and let's see what we really could squeeze out of this all day dining deal. So I plan on posting the blog article before I post this, so you guys can kind of read up on it first, and then this is kind of the after hours, I guess, of that blog post. But basically to explain, I started writing this morning all about everything that happened yesterday, and I realized it could be easily a book by the time I was done. So I've kind of chopped it up, and I did one blog posting about the actual how much we got out of the plan, and then the next one is literally the review of the food and the restaurants themselves. So please go check those out at relocatedtourist.com. This is kind of just the reel of it, where you can actually just hear me and talk about it, and that's more details. Like on the blog, you're gonna see the pictures of the food. Especially if you're interested in going to SeaWorld, or you have a trip coming up and you kind of weigh the ins and outs of going or not, I really need you guys to go look at the food because all I can tell you is literally by about 5:30, which was our last meal, we had 8 meals all during the day. And if you think that eating is some easy task, it's not. Literally, we would get done with a meal. No joke. We would get done with a meal. And after all the time it takes to plan the meal out, like to look at the menu, then get in line, then order your food, then pay for your food, then, which is the wristband, and then get to your table, then sit and actually eat. Oh, and then try to relax and eat, by the way, 8 times during the day. By the time we got done eating, we had about 10 minutes to the next thing, no joke. And we'd be like, okay, so it's like 10 minutes till we eat again. And we both would just break down in laughter. It was hilarious because it was just, this is just the most ridiculous challenge I think I've ever done. I mean, it's just, it's honestly ludicrous because it's so much food. I think I call it in the blog my most gluttonous adventure ever. But honestly, I really wanted to know, okay, I'm gonna call you SeaWorld out on your little, all day dining deal. Like, can I get food every single hour? I'm here to tell you, absolutely. And they keep to that hour. So if you ate at 12:10, you can eat again at 1:10, not 1:09, not 1:08. It's not like a fast pass where they give you 5 minutes early, or you can go anything past the time, but anything before, absolutely not. So beverages though are included all day long. I had 2 different team member conversations. One team member said, you can have as many beverages all day long, which is not including alcohol. It's a different plan. But my plan, I could have bottled water, milk, juice, and any fountain drink. So, any soda or whatnot. Those were not included in those set times. So you could have it at your meal, and then you could walk right back in and get another bottle of water. You could walk back in and get an icy. I got an icy at one of the stops. You could get, so that was kind of cool because I'm thinking like summer and when it's really hot here and people are just, if you've got the dining deal, especially for a full family, you don't have to carry around those bottles of water or even, full but water bottles you bring in. You can just go and get that dining deal and just keep getting bottles of water, like literally all day long. I mean, for that alone, I think honestly it's worth it. So the details are all in the blog, the pricing, the logistics, so please go check that out. I thought I'd tell you guys a little about my SeaWorld day. So you guys know I'm a little bit of a chicken when it comes to heights. I don't like heights. I don't like being up high. I don't like the feeling of being out of control, and that's what heights do to me. So Craig looks at me yesterday and he looks at the tower. I've done one at Great America in Illinois, but I thought, well, and it just goes up. It's just an observation tower and it comes right back down. But you guys, because I rode Tower of Terror with Kim just a couple weeks ago, just had this feeling of like, I'm gonna get up there and this thing is just gonna surprise me and we're just gonna drop. I know, it's just silly thinking. Maybe it was all the food stuffed into my brain. Anyway, so he's like, do you wanna get on it? And of course, pass holders get it for free. So he only had to pay. By the way, it is extra if you're not a pass holder. It's $3 to ride the tower, in case you're wondering. So he pays us $3 and we get on. And now it's a sitting one, so there's no standing. They prefer you not to stand. In fact, I don't think you're allowed to stand on that one. I thought the one at Great America you could stand on, but I might be wrong. It's been some time since I've rode that one. That's one's in Gurnee, Illinois. So we get on it. We kind of sit on the end, which is nice. So there's no one on the other side of me. It was just Craig, and I just squeezing his hand for dear life. And I just hate that whole leaving the ground part. Like, I don't like that part at all. So we leave the ground and I'm like, all right, so I did take video. I really probably should post it like right after this one so you guys can hear my little bit of a freak out. It is kind of cool. So, and it was an overcast day. The temperature was really nice yesterday. So it's not this beautiful sunny, but you can see everything. We could see Epcot up there. You obviously can see, from I-4, you can see very, very far. It's very cool up there. So I do encourage trying it. Once we got up there, you didn't even hear the settling of the top part. Like, you just stopped and then you came right back down. It was very, very smooth. For those that don't like heights and you happen to find yourself going to Disney World, Disney World too, but SeaWorld, I definitely suggest go try it out. So that was a first for me at SeaWorld yesterday. So, and poor sweet Craig was just like, I don't get my first with you anymore. So he's like, I like to do this with you. And I thought that was super sweet. So we did that together. We went and said hello to the penguins. I love the penguins. I got to talk to one of the, I guess, animal hosts. I don't know what they're called, animal experts, who's in there, and he tells all about the penguins. And I didn't know that when a penguin gets older, he goes brown. He turns really brown, and it's almost like aging spots that we get. And this one just looked so old and decrepit, and because we were like, what's up with the brown penguins, just sitting there looking like he's ready to fall over. And Craig never rode that ride before, and if any of you have rode it, it's basically you're on an air hockey table and you're just gliding, and the ride doesn't make a lot of sense. I've never understood this ride. Love my penguins. It's a cute introduction to them, But as far as some type of like ethereal ride they were going for, like it's beautiful crystals and everything, but it's like imagine if you were like on Small World, let's say, and the boat went up to one of the doll stands of that country, and then it backed up and then went up to the other side of it. You didn't go in actually another room, you just went to the other side of the boat. That's kind of how it was. It's just a very weird ride. And you know, there's like a wild side and a tame side, like that they weren't even running either side. We just got on a side. And so, I mean, I think the wild side, like your vehicle kind of goes like this, and the tame side just doesn't move at all. It's nothing like Mission Space type thing. So, I mean, I implore you, take the whole family on it. You could take an infant on it, honestly. I mean, seriously, it's nothing. So we went on that, and that's another good tip, by the way. If the line is shorter for the ride than it is the walkthrough, take the ride, obviously, because Craig got a little bit concerned because they were like, do you want to ride the ride? And I saw there's nobody in the line next to us, and we had this huge line going out the building for the walkthrough, and I was like, yeah, we'll just go. And he kind of looked at me like, wait a minute, I thought we weren't doing the ride. And I think he was thinking of timing. And again, guys, we were eating all day long, so this was kind of the idea of what we were doing. And I'm like, no, when you get on this ride, Craig, you're gonna understand like how ridiculous this ride is. It's just, I don't know what SeaWorld was thinking. So the walkthrough, which I implore anyone can go through the walkthrough, but literally just kind of go in another little corridor. So the ride, you go in a corridor and you talk about Puck, and that's the penguin, and it's his story, and it's a little baby penguin. It's adorable. And then you get in the air hockey ride, and you just kind of go around these two caverns and a little bit this, and then they kind of introduce you to this wall of, basically it's the right side of the enclosure of the penguins that you don't see in the walkthrough. That's all it is. It's just the other side of with the glass. That's all the extra you're getting out of this. The walkthrough, there's a little area you walk through, and they talk about what they do with the penguins. That noise is so annoying. I'm so sorry. They talk about what they do with the penguins, how they take care of them, everything, and it's kind of like almost an educational part. Sans the ride. So you go through the door, and then boom, where they're letting off the ride, that's where you walk out for the walkthrough, and then there's the penguins. And they're just amazing. They're just awesome to watch. I could sit there all day. Now just keep in mind that they keep that room at literally like 34 degrees. So it is very cold in there. All the team members have big jackets on. And forgive me, I think they're called team members there, or that's Universal. There's cast members, Disney. Team members, I think, might be Universal. I don't know what SeaWorld. Sea members? I don't know. Anyway, so we did that, and that was super fun. And one of my favorite gift shops, actually, is in the Penguin area. So I just kind of salivated over everything in there. And as usual, Craig wanted to get me something, and I couldn't decide on anything, so then I wound up getting nothing. It's usually the story of my life with that stuff, so I just can't decide on anything. I'm like, whatever. I guess that means the good Lord saying you don't need it, so. What else? I mean, we actually got to see a lot of animals, so basically what we did all day was we ate, and then we had like a 15-minute window, I kid you not, to do something. So we like went over by the sea lions and watched people feed them. And then we had another 15 minutes and we rode the tower. And then another 15 minutes and we went through the shark tunnel. I love the shark tunnel. It's one of the coolest things that SeaWorld has. We walked the wild Arctic area, the walruses, the beluga whales. They were beautiful. It was a dead park. When I tell you it was dead yesterday, literally Craig said to me, I think there are more employees in this park than there are people. And I would agree. There were points where we were walking a sidewalk, there was absolutely not a soul around. You almost feel like, are we supposed to be here? That's how I always feel when something is so empty and dead like that. Like, am I supposed to be here? Like, am I in trouble? Did I go in the wrong spot? So that being said, it was actually a great day to do dining because there were no lines. I had one line at the barbecue smokehouse. That was it. Otherwise, I was always ahead of it. Like, I'd get up to the register with my tray, and I'd be like, oh my gosh, it's like, I have to wait till 1:19 and it's 1:16 and this went way too fast. So all of their food is pretty much pre-made. So it's SeaWorld's a lot of like cafeteria style. So I always feel like I'm back in high school with my tray going up and picking out something and throwing it on the thing and whatnot. So, but it's still really good. And their desserts are amazing. The chocolate cake, the cheesecake, the carrot cake. Go look at the pictures. They're just to die for. They're very yummy. So yeah, and I mean, because we were eating every hour, the time just went so fast. Like I remember like remarking it to Craig, like I can't believe it's already 5 o'clock. Like, where did this day go? So they were only open 10 to 6 yesterday. This is January in Florida. A lot of things are either under refurbishment or they're just busy. My cat just came in. 1 second, I have to shut the door. Yes, that was my cat opening my door because I didn't think to lock it, and I'm way too far into this video to redo this. So anyway, yeah, my kids are laughing right now because she just opened the door to let herself in. This is what she does in our house. See, you see her tail? Anyway, so it was a nice day, and it was really relaxing. It was a good day to reconnect. It was a good day to enjoy the park. I highly recommend going anytime between Monday and Thursday. If you want some quiet, that is one of the quietest parks during the week. The weekends is when they have their food festivals and their concerts and all that. That's when it's crazy. Like, seriously, it's night and day. It's not like Disney's just like a constant, always busy. It never really feels like it lets up. Where SeaWorld, totally, where, like I said, we would be the only ones out there. Oh, and I did take Craig to Sesame Street. That was really fun. I was like, look, there's Mr. Hooper's store. And oh my gosh, here's the steps. And so I think the only picture I got taken yesterday was actually on the stairs of Sesame Street because I just love that. And we love the Sesame Street store. It's so cute. The merch in there is just adorable. That was another one. They had a great Sesame Street sign t-shirt that said like the best street in New York City and really cute stuff. So anyway, yeah, it was a fun day, and today has just been all about getting writing down, which feels so good, you guys, to write again. And I just thank you so much for the support, for everyone who goes and reads it and shares. Please share the sites. If you know anybody who wants to read up on SeaWorld and the food, please share it. I'm trying to give a fresh look because it's 2020, so people then who are looking for it can say, oh yeah, so now it's, this year was, this post was about this year. I don't know if you guys ever noticed that with searching certain things on Google and Yahoo, whatever. When I'm looking for an item, I always actually look for the date also on the blog post, because if it was from 10 years ago, 15 years ago, something like that, I'm like, okay, something might have changed of this, or the plan is more money or less money, or, they don't include this and that anymore. So trying to kind of refresh a lot of, especially a lot of stuff I've done before coming up on the blog. So definitely keep checking out relocatetourist.com. And my cat that's back here somewhere, she's gonna appear. I don't know where she went now. Anyway, I hope you guys are having a fabulous, let's see, what is today? Tuesday? Yeah. Tomorrow I am headed to the Magic Kingdom. I'm gonna go see a friend who is in town. I'm super excited to see her. I have another friend who's over at Epcot, so I might be able to go say hi to him depending on how I'm doing, how I'm feeling. This cold is kind of, there's Bishop. I'm kind of being ruled by how I'm feeling and how this is all turning out. And now she's seriously opening the door to let herself out. I kid you not. Bishop! Anyway, I gotta go. I'll talk to you later. See you guys tomorrow.